Hey guys, what's up? It's RagesSorrow here, and welcome to episode 11 of Gifts from the Gods. Today we'll be taking on General Graardoor in hopes of getting more Bandos items. So far we've killed him 73 times and only received Bandos chest. So hopefully we can get that changed today, hopefully we can get a few more items. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video, see what we can do. Alright guys, so I just want to go ahead and say that this episode of Gifts from the Gods was really fun to make, considering I haven't been to War's Dungeon in the past few months. I think I went to Next the other day, and that was the only time that I've actually been back here. But I have to say, the buffs that they actually did on these guys, and I actually did read up on this, apparently there were some buffs that they made to bosses like the Queen Black Dragon, General Graardoor, RagesSorrow's, Aria, and Commander Zilyana that were supposed to make the bosses harder. I really didn't notice much of a change. I did notice that Bandos does frequently hit more than like 1500 on occasion, but the max that I saw it hit on me was around 2000, and it shows on the wiki that the max is supposed to be around 5000. I never got hit with anything like that. I don't know if it's because of the damage reduction coming from the port armor that I'm wearing, but it was just a little bit strange. And here's a little special treat for you guys. You don't notice a beam on this, but there is an item here. Boom, Bandos Force Shield. We hit that shit early. And I know I don't normally cuss in my videos, but hey, my video. But that was actually fun. And then immediately after, a Guard Sword Shard 1. So this kill was this trip was really fun. Like I said, I haven't been to Graardoor's dungeon in a while. So I just took my traditional setup, thinking, hey, you know, this should be enough. And look at that! Bandos gloves! Woohoo! 2 items in one video. Maybe more. Never know. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to test it out to see if the bosses had actually gotten stronger, if they had gotten actually harder. And I was actually contemplating actually restarting the Gifts from the Gods series because of the changes, because I didn't feel like it was fair that I'd gotten a few of the items before the buff, and then I'm working to get the rest of the items after the buff. But after dealing with General Graardoor earlier this morning, I'm confident that I don't actually need to restart the series because the bosses aren't any tougher. They're still the same. You just have to employ your tactics a little bit differently, such as the Zamorak God Wars dungeon boss. He's probably still going to be the same. You just need to use Debilitate, and you should be fine. God Sword Shard 3, woo! But that's one of the main things that I noticed, is because I was hoping that the bosses would actually be tougher and it would be a little bit harder to actually get the pieces, but it's not. And another thing that's actually going to make this series a little bit easier is because the drop chance to actually get items is going to be doubled. I think it's on like the 3rd weekend of December. So what I may actually do on that weekend is I may camp at, you know, Saradomin and camp at Armadillo, because those are the 2 toughest ones to get items from. I can literally camp at Bandos and Zamorak for over almost an hour and a half without having to bank. If I brought extra overload, I stayed here for about 2 hours. But like I said, that's the thing. I was just hoping that the bosses would have actually gotten harder. But another update, I'm actually feeling a lot better. I'm not depressed or anything like that. I actually had a subscriber write me a nice little comment, and it made me realize, you know, it's just some bad shit that's going on. It's gonna pass. But you know, that's just one of the things. I don't know why I actually made 2 of those videos complaining about me being depressed. It was one of the really strangest things that I've actually done. Another thing, I am planning on uploading an Araxor guide for range. I don't know if you guys want to see that or not. Let me know, because I don't want to go ahead and go into the production on it and get a lot of people saying, no, we don't want the guide for range or anything like that, because I don't have Ascensions, so I can't really cater to the people that have the Ascensions, but I do have, like, you know, the Chaotic Crossbow and the Royal Crossbow and stuff like that, so I can kind of cater to the lower setups, because, like I said, I don't have the Noxious bow, and I don't have the Ascension crossbows, so let me know if that's something you guys want to see. but I feel like I've talked for a little bit too long. You guys are probably getting tired of my voice about this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let you guys listen to the music in the background, and just go ahead and see you guys at the end of the kill when we do the price check on all the items that we've gotten. So thank you guys very much. So let's go ahead and get this stopped and listen to some music. Alright guys, so that does it for episode 11 of Gifts from the Gods. I would say we did pretty well considering we haven't made an episode in quite a while, and we did make out pretty good. We did end up with a pair of Bandos gloves, a Bandos Force Shield, 37 Org Bones, 197,064 in cash, 1 God Sword Shard 1, 1 God Sword Shard 3, 3 Rune Plate Bodies, 112 Magic Logs, 60 Adamantite Ore, 50 Limpwort Roofs, 3 Rune Long Swords, 136 coal, 1 Rune Two-Handed Sword, 1 Loop Half of a Key, 6 Grimy Snapdragons, 1 Uncut Diamond, 3 Snapdragon Seeds, 2 Uncut Sapphires, and an Elite Clue Scroll. So, not too bad. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bank here, get everything put where it needs to be, get everything organized. And I have to say, Bandos is actually coming along quite nicely. I'm only missing a few items, which you'll actually see over in the screenshot here in just a moment. So we're definitely not doing too bad. I'm actually excited because we may actually complete it fairly quickly, and if we do, then that gives us time to focus on the other bosses. So for Bandos so far, we've gotten 3 items. For Zamorak, we've gotten 2 items. And for Armadale, we've got 1 item. We haven't gotten anything from Saradomin just yet, but here's hoping. So let's go ahead and take a look over on the screenshot and see how we're doing in terms of items to kills. Alright guys, so at the end of episode 11, we have killed General Graardoor 111 times. We've acquired the Bandos chestplate, the Bandos Force Shield, and the Bandos gloves. So we're only missing the Bandos helmet, the Bandos tassets, Bandos boots, and the Bandos hilt. And once we acquire all of those, I will then forge the God Sword, and we will go ahead and close out the Bandos section. And then we'll just go ahead and move on to Zamorak, Armadale, and Saradomin. More than likely, it's going to come down to Saradomin being the last boss that I actually have to collect all the items from. But hey, that's the fun of it, right? But I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give that like button a click. If you want to see more videos from me, then click that subscribe button and you'll never miss one. Go ahead and check out the links in the description to my Facebook page as well as to my Twitter. Those will let you know whenever I do post videos, because sometimes YouTube sub boxes are wonky. And I also do live streams on Sundays, so be sure to follow me on Twitch. That link is also in the description. But I want to thank you guys again very much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace!